Are you ready for pain? Are you ready for suffering? If the answer is yes, then you're ready.
Your kid, how do they know what's going on? Because their 4-year-old understands completely fine.
I just had to stitch this because, like, this is so important. It's, like, so simple and so important, and I've said it before. Because the basic thing is, you just call people what they want to be called. I have a neighbor nearby that has a child, and I'm non-binary, and literally, like, walking down the street, run into each other, the kid will say she, and the parent goes they, and they go, oh, they. It's that simple. And I saw it happen with another mutual friend of ours that's a trans woman. The child said he, the parent went she's a girl, and the kid went, oh, okay, she. It's like, it's literally that simple. I don't know what happens with adults where they're like, no, but I need to understand. You need to explain it to me. I don't need to do shit. You need to respect people and just call people what they want to be called. It's not my problem if you don't understand it.
I don't know if I'm taking this too seriously or reading in too far deep, but videos like these are always going to be a reminder to me that the LGBT community is always going to hate itself, no matter what. There's always going to be discourse about what you can and cannot do as an LGBT person. Shit, bro, there's like people shitting on people for wearing bunny hats and eyeliner. Like, I don't see anything wrong with that, but like the comments on that video are kind of like internally, there's like a lot of internalized homophobia. Like, people are saying they're the reason why we get called slurs, they're the reason why people are homophobic. Like, no, people are gonna be homophobic no matter what. I don't know, that's just my take. If you don't agree, it's okay.
What makes somebody fat phobic at the gym? Let's talk about it. Are you going to the gym so you can get a flat stomach? Or are you going to the gym so you can build a stable core and have better posture? Are you motivated to go to the gym so that you can lose weight? Or are you focused on increasing muscle and bone density? Do you only consider a workout good when you feel sore or tired the next day? Or do you look to feel energized and awake after working out? Are you prioritizing leg day because you want your butt to look super delicious? Or is it because you know strong glutes help protect your knees and your back? Wanting to work out does not make anyone fat phobic, but the motivations why you might go to the gym do.
Challenge for queer people on the internet. Stop making your identity revolve around how much you hate men.
I've started this video like 5 times. People regardless of gender reinforce patriarchy literally all the time. Cis women do it, cis men do it, trans people do it, non-binary people do it. Everybody does it. Also, who are you talking about? Because I know you're not talking to like the many women and femmes who over the years, particularly those of us who are trans, have been violated by men. Us white queer people love to make everything about our feelings and everything about invalidation or like I am valid or like we are valid or like what the fuck. Fuck the gender binary, but also like misogyny is real. Don't tell me not to hate men. That is my right as a woman, as a trans woman, to hate. And if we're going to have conversation about men, we should ask ourselves as white queer people how we are reinforcing whiteness in our spaces against marginalized men. Ugh.
I know that I'm probably gonna get ate up by this in the comment sections, but I really don't care because it's the truth. And a lot of y'all need to admit to yourselves that restrictive eating disorders are fat phobic. Like, y'all really be coming up on social media or just in real life talking about everybody's body is beautiful while being on your 3rd day not eating. Like, that doesn't make no sense. If everybody's body is beautiful, how come yours isn't? How come fat people isn't? Because what you're is being fat. You're scared of being fat. You think fat people are disgusting. You think fat people are ugly and you don't want to be fat. So you restrict yourself from eating because you think fat people are disgusting and don't deserve to live. Like, y'all will legitimately feel like you want to end your life because you don't want to be fat. That doesn't seem fat phobic to you? It doesn't?
Some of y'all got the concept of feminism really fucked up. Shouldn't this be obvious? The worst school of feminist thought is the one which essentially tries to replace male dictators with female ones, male CEOs with female ones, male oppressors with female oppressors, to steal from one of feminism's greatest, The point is not for women simply to take power out of men's hands, since that wouldn't change anything about the world. It's a question precisely of destroying that notion of power. Feminism's going to break up a lot of marriages. Fine with me. If your idea of a healthy marriage is about women being oppressed, then please, let us all divorce. It's just not worth it. I don't need you to tell my daughter how to dress. I need you to teach your son not to sexually assault women, no matter what kind of clothes they might or might not be wearing. The only reason being a hoe is considered a bad thing is that it implies that men are replaceable to you, and it hurts their ego, so they put you down for it. So is Kanye going to be put under conservatorship, or is that just a thing done to women?
Whiskey women, this is for you. What has a man tried to mansplain to you about whiskey? Leave a comment, Stitch. Let me know.
Happy Saturday, everybody. So if you haven't noticed already, I changed my username to Political Dog Parent from Political Dog Mama. And I would like to explain why. So I think gender is a social construct, and I really am trying to incorporate more gender-neutral terms in my life. And I thought it was a little hypocritical of me if I had a username like that. So I changed it to Parent. Because gender's a social construct. Anyway, that is all. That's all I wanted to say. Have a happy Saturday, everybody.
In the hall?
Probably not.
Probably not. Did she choose then not to learn?
Yes.
Yes, because the learning situation is not one in which she feels comfortable or in which she feels secure, so what does she do? Leaves. Things are better than they were when I was 13. They're not as good as they were when I was 50. Now, I want you to take out a clean sheet of paper. Don't tear it out, just turn the page. On the top of the next page on your writing tablet, I want, at the left-hand side on the top line, I want you to write the words, how they looked. Then I want you to write 3 adjectives describing how the people in the other group looked to you during this exercise. Everybody put your eye color, brown or non-brown, at the top of that paper. People in the middle, put non-brown. People on the outside, put brown. All right, now, leave 3 lines under your last adjective. Leave 3 lines and put the words, how I felt, on the next line. How I felt. Read yours.
Foolish, apprehensive, sad.
Foolish, apprehensive, sad. How many of you were sad? Anybody sad? What were you sad about?
That you would teach this in the manner that you chose.
That I would teach this in the manner that I chose.
Kind of like fighting fire with fire.
Yeah, but that works. When people go through this exercise, I see this happen every time. It's very similar to going through the 5 stages of grief. First, they deny that what I'm saying about them is true. Then they get angry. You've seen that happen? Then they go into the bargaining stage. Then they get depressed. Then they accept it and go along with it. What have you learned, honestly?
I've learned a lot of things. I've learned that you can compare the stages of loss to the loss of power. And
does that sound logical to you?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, is that what happened in here this morning?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Is that sick?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, that's sick.
And if it's sick in this room with this many students, well, there's it out of here on a daily basis.
I feel that you're making an assumption that the biggest hurt is through black and white issues, and that might be true. However, I feel that there are those who have gone through a lot of pain and prejudice by not being black. It has nothing to do with a race issue. It has to do with every other issue. And so it seems like you're assuming that he has hurt more than I have.
Did you know that neo-pronouns are super duper very, very valid? Forgive me, but what are neo-pronouns? I'm sorry. Oh, here, I'll teach you. Okay, let's start with the basics. Neopronouns are pronouns that people make up when they think that he, she, or they doesn't fit them right. Some examples could be moon, moon self, or star, star self. Sorry, I'm all about astrology today.
No, you're completely fine. But do you mind using them in a sentence, please?
Yeah, sure. Here we go. Gundam went to the store for hamster food. Now let's say our pal here went by Z. So it'd be Z went to the store for hamster food.
But what if people are uncomfortable with their pronouns? What do they call them then?
I mean, I don't get why people are uncomfortable with them, but I guess I can understand. But you just refer to their name.
So it'd just be Gundam went to the store for hamster food.
Yes, you got it.
Thank you, Ibuki.